Yeah, I think it starts with them. Everything starts with them, and it's been that way for a long time here. And they're coached by the best, and they're always on the same page, And I think in the end, it's about everybody doing their job. Everybody, I say it all the time, but everybody doing their job, every individual doing their job, so the teams can succeed. And that's just kind of been our message this whole entire time with our offense, and even as a team, everybody has a role and a job to do. And I think the O-line, they've done it well for a very long time, led by Jason Kelsey and Lane, Jordan, and Isaac, and Landon. And just meeting with Coach Stout, getting everything down, and always been prepared.
You spoke about picking things up from different coaches. You worked with Brian Dable. What did you pick up from time with him?
I think Brian, Coach Dable, he's a very energetic coach, very passionate coach. I spent a year with him at Alabama, and I have a lot of respect for him, and I'm excited to see him having the success he's having now.
I can test your memory real quick. Nick said that the first time he met you was actually at the Combine. He was with Dable, and Dable introduced him. Do you recall that interaction?
Yeah, I just was walking by. I spoke to Coach Sirianni. I didn't know who he was. Well, actually, I met with the coach, so I knew who Coach Sirianni was. But yeah, they're really good friends.
What did you take from last year's games against the Giants that kind of helped shape you going forward?
The same thing I take from any game. Learn from the good, learn from the bad, and move on.
Was there any that wasn't your best game, and it seems like since that game you've kind of taken off as a player. Do you ever look back and say, not what you think you needed to improve on, but did that spawn any of that improvement?
I don't think so. I think there's a reflection after every game, and you want to be honest with yourself when you look in the mirror and assess the way you played and assess the way you did your job. I think that is after every win, it's after every loss. So, I've always said the teachable moments don't have to come from the worst or, bad experiences. They can come from the positive ones as well. And I've tried not to ever be too high or low with that. I try and learn from everything, remain consistent, and use all of these formative experiences, all these things that I've been able to experience and endure, and just learn from it.
Do you remember any of the teachable moments from that game, the Giants? You had some picks at the Meadowlands. There were some picks. You had an ankle.
Yeah, had an ankle. You turn the ball over. Good things don't happen. You know what I'm saying? So that's something that we've learned from any other game. I don't want to single out this game. Just learn from everything. That's my mentality. That's my mindset approaching everything that I do. Learn from everything.
What challenge does this version of the Giants present?
Yeah, they've always been a really physical football team, and they're playing really well on defense. They're playing really, really well on offense. They're coached really well. They have really good players that disrupt the pocket and disruptive on the back end too. So, we just have to kind of go in there and control what we can and do our jobs.
They're very blitz heavy this year with Wink Martindale as the coordinator. Is that noticeable on film compared to most teams?
Yeah, you notice it. You notice it when you watch them play on TV. They're really good at what they do. He's done that. He has a track record of doing that wherever he's been. So, it presents a challenge. We have to be ready for the challenge.
Talking to us today, Nick said that the way the Packers played you affected the way, or I should say, the way you played against the Packers affected the way the Titans played you guys. What did you see on the field relative to that?
Yeah, I think I've said that there's different ways that we can attack a team, and there's different ways that teams are going to attack us. But the goal is always to be efficient in everything that you do and try to have efficiency in the run game, the passing game, being well-rounded in those areas. So, when you have an example of, a guy getting off in this area versus that area, running for a lot or throwing for whatever and being efficient in the pass game, I think that's a testament to that. I think we just have to be ready to attack in many different ways.
You Player of the Week for the second consecutive week. You're the first Eagles player to ever do that. Does that kind of stuff mean anything to you?
I mean, it's cool. I know it. It comes with a lot of hard work. I definitely acknowledge that. But I'm focused on the Giants. I'm focused on this week, and focused on preparing this week.
What have you noticed about the team coming off of what seemed like a pretty emotional win as you regroup for a divisional game?
Yeah, I'm emotionless right now. I'm just kind of focused on what's in front of me. Focus on what's in front of us as a football team. We truly want to stay true to our process and stay true to the grind, the hustle. Stay true to all those things. You got to stay true to that and stay true to yourself. As you have so many things changing around you, you have so many opinions or whatever, just stay true to you. Stay true to this football team. Stay true to this process and just continue to do that process. Continue to do the work.
What's the next year for this team? You guys are 11-2. And you talk each week about getting better. Nick has spoken about peaking late in the year. What's the next step for this team?
I can't tell you what the next step, chapter, what that looks like, but I know there is no arrival and there is only the journey. I don't put a cap on anything. So it's just you stay true to the grind. You know what I'm saying? I talk about perfection. I talk about chasing that, but ultimately you really just want to chase progress. You want to chase consistency. And I think that's what we're doing as a football team. You do that by just staying true to the grind, staying true to that hustle that we talk about, So I ain't want to make too much out of nothing. Just stay true to you.
An off-the-wall question here, but the last game you were close to the career high. You're taken out. On the field, are you ever aware of that? And if you're a petition to get back in?
I can't even tell you what my career high was. Career high and...
It was 387.
Okay, well,
Think two more?
one of these days.
Does it help? You guys are 11-1. I know you focus on what you do, but Minnesota keeps winning, Dallas keeps winning. Does that create a sense of urgency that you guys know you can't have any kind of lull?
Yeah, it's something that we can't control, and it's something that my focus isn't on. Clear as day, to be honest, my focus is just on, today, right now, getting better, trusting the process that we've built, and attacking it every day. So control the things you can, keep the main thing the main thing.
The phrase you use with us is triple threat quarterback. We can see the rushing numbers, we can see the passing numbers. These past 2 weeks in particular, how has the mental side of things come into it?
Yeah, I just think it's a testament to the preparation. And that's a collective thing. That's from how we communicate from player to player, from coach to player, coach to coach. It's all inclusive. So, the things that we're all doing as a team, there is credit to be given to the next man, because no one does anything by themselves. So I think in terms of preparation, it comes from, the process of talking things out, the process of preparing, of studying, of repping things, that those things are important.